Hi, I'm Willie Tummer from Atlanta, Georgia. Good to be here today. I got something to talk about I think is kind of very important. When I get on these apps and I start talking about the things that the Creator allowed me to see, then I try to come from my perspective from what the Creator allowed me to see in my life. So I try to come with the truth and don't get on this app and start lying and try to say things that sound good and intelligent. I was just waking up this morning, right? I had a whole lot of things going on my mind about, love, how do we know we love the Creator? Well, it's easy. You love the Creator because the Creator is easy because you realize that the Creator don't put no rules and regulation on you. The Creator give you free will. The Creator provide for you. The Creator even be with you when you act out and you do things that you know you shouldn't be doing. The Creator never turn their back on you and give you over to other gods and Lucifer and stuff like people say. The Creator allow you to make that decision for your own self. If you want to serve other gods, if you want to serve Lucifer, then that clear up to you. That's with your own free will. The Creator don't do nothing but keep allowing us to live until we have that expiration date goes out, and there's time for us to come back home or either go elsewhere, wherever we choose to go. Sometimes people ask me, if you don't think God is the Creator, I'm talking about in biblical terms, then why you don't be more specific about that? Well, I'm telling you right now, when I use the word God, when I'm speaking on this app, I understand God is a title, just like the Creator is a title. But we have to understand with titles, people do have names. It's just like the title of the police officer, the title of a firefighter, the title of a doctor. Each three person that I name a title, each one of them will have a name. For instance, if a police officer is called out to your house and he shows up, you don't know his name, so the proper thing to address him is the officer, okay? Once the officer say, hey, I'm Officer Mark, I'm here, and this is the reason why I'm here, this is the reason why I'm called out, then at that time, that officer had made you known of their name. So at that time, by you calling him an officer, you're not disrespecting Mr. Mark. It's the same way when we use the title of sometimes we use the title of God, talking about the Creator, or we talking about the Creator, talking about the Creator. We using titles because the Creator or God have not told us their divine name. Some people say, hey, you absolutely wrong. His name is Yahweh. His name is Allah Bula Bear. Them names that human beings came up with when they created their own book. If the name was Allah, if we talking about a biblical book, then Allah would have been the name that everybody used. If the name was Yahweh, then Yahweh would have been the name that everybody used. There's no impossible way that the name could be of the Creator be named Yahweh. It could be Allah. It could be uh, 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 um, um, any name that you come up with, Jehovah, any name that you come up with. It's impossible for that name to be the Creator name because it's too many different names. It's just like a person in the street. They might have many nicknames, but they have only one biological name. Anytime you get ready to write a check out to a person, you're going to do it in that name. You're not going to do it in their so-called street name. You're not going to do it in their nickname. We have to know 100% in order to get in contact with the Creator. We have to use the one thing the Creator allow us to get when we arrive here. It's our biological name. With our biological name, our date of date of birth, our mother's name, and whatever place or state you reside in. With them four things, you got a code that nobody in the world have but yourself. Even if you had other siblings, they would have their own code, just like you got your own code. Y'all is not named the same. Y'all don't have the same birthday. You see what I'm saying? So each code of a human being, when they come here on earth, they got a direct line that they can talk to the Creator in their name. In other words, with all due respect, offering them four things up to the Creator, allowing the Creator to know 100% that it coming from that vessel and no other vessel. We have to realize the Creator loved us so much, and the Creator gave us everything free. When you're dealing with the Creator, both male and female, it's no stipulation on it. You can tell when you're in a relationship with a woman when she loves you unconditionally. Number one, when she loves you unconditionally, then things that y'all go through, she want to sit down and talk to you about. She don't keep things away from you. She don't go around talking about you to her family members, to friends, and stuff like that, to try to belittle you, knowing that all along y'all two been in a relationship, y'all know what's going on, and no one else does. They can only hear from another person's perspective. And just because a person say things from their perspective, that don't mean it's right. That's the way that they might be viewing things at the time. But if it was always like that, you have to ask yourself, why did that person ever did get involved with that person if that person was so much of a bad person? One thing about us, when we deal with God, God knows we are human beings. God knows that by us living a human way of life, that human beings going to do things to us. Sometimes God knows we might act out. But God knows 100% if we love them unconditionally, knowing that we don't direct this anger and this energy toward God. But what we do, if we do act out, we still sit down and we talk. Even if we might tell God, hey, I wish I were never here. I wish you were never created. I want to be. Even if we act out like that, God knows 100% that we're going through things, and anytime we want to sit down and mend the bridge and talk to God, God always got an ear for us. God don't never turn that back. That's how you know when a person really do love you. When a person don't talk to you, don't want to address you, don't want to say nothing to you, you always know that it was never true love there in the beginning. Even though you might think that this person loved me, this person really loved me, and this person going through stuff, that person don't love you. That's the things that the adversary do. The adversary, and I'm just saying this for a minute, the adversary will come, it's temporarily with the adversary. The adversary will show up at your doorstep, give you ritual, give you everything you want, and then at the same time, it'll take it back. It'll take it back, and it won't hear from you no more. The reason you're not doing the adversary will no more. But once you start back doing what the adversary want you to do, now here come the stuff start coming back. You got to realize if you led by God, then it ain't about you being up and down. It's about you being consistent. It's about you being the same way. It's about you not changing. And if you do change, you willing to sit down, talk about doing the things you need to do to try to get yourself back on the right track so you can go on being the person you was in the beginning. One thing about God, both male and female, the same water that they gave us, the same water that they gave us in Moses, in Jesus' day, in the first caveman, the first woman day, it's the same water that we getting right now. The same sun that anybody in biblical books done written about is the same sun that you and I see in real time right now. We got to realize God is an awesome God, and God is so amazing. And words cannot even describe how God really is. For I love God with all my heart. I love the Creator. And I would not never in a million years tell the Creator that the biblical books, that they said these things and blasphemy their name. For my love for the Creator is unmatched. I love the Creator with all my heart, all my soul. And I thank God, both male and female, for keeping me through tough time, through good time, and never change up on me. And I could always count on them for any and everything. I love them with all my heart. They gave me 3 beautiful kids that I adore. They gave me a family that I love. And I always wanted to be here for my family and do everything for my family that they require me to do, ask me to do. That's just the love that God put in me. I love God. It just when I talk about God, it's just so much love. It's so much beautiful thing that male and female they give me. And I don't know what to do without them. Do they bring tears from my eyes? Yes. Because I know with the love and the passion that they have, that is unmatched by anything in the universe. Thanks for watching. And may the living God keep us and bless us. Let us stop following these man-made religions, these men and women, putting words in the divine living God mouth. Let us start loving God. Let us start appreciating the real God, the one who created the sun, moon, and star. Let us start offering our name, our date of birth, our mother name, and whatever place or state we reside. Let us start offering that up so God can hear from us. I do that all the time, and I'm so I just love God. I just love him when I introduce myself to them. It's a wonderful thing knowing that it's coming from me 100%, and nobody trying to be my advocate. You know, I don't need to go through no advocate when I'm talking to God. I need to just lay my love on the line for God, both male and female, for them to keep me and hold me and guide me through whatever I go through in this life. Thanks. My name is Willie Thomas from Atlanta, Georgia. Keep subscribing to this channel, and may the living God keep us and bless us. Bye-bye.